Hi everybody, David from Markzware here, and today we're going to show you a great one. How to find out if your .psd, if your native Photoshop file is using any artificial intelligence, any Gen AI, without even having to open it. But we could open it too. Let's go check it out. All right, so here we are, FlightCheck webpage, and we have our standalone application, FlightCheck, which also on our portal, MarkzPortal, our file conversion portal, you can get free preflighting reports, file inventory, and preflight reports on the MarkzPortal. So check that out online. But this is our desktop product, comprehensive preflighting. And some of the new checks we have in there include checking for Gen AI usage. So here we have a .psd file. We're just going to drop it here on FlightCheck. FlightCheck scans in the file, reading all the images, fonts, objects, and voila. We get a nice preview of the file. It's very accurate. Look at that. You even see the drop shadows and all of the ins and outs. You can also see the thumbnails if it's multiple page. And on the other side, we get the, in this case, file inventory, where we can see all the text used, even see the exact text that is in there and extract that, all of the images used, all of the fonts used, and various other information on the file. Up in the top left, I can switch from inventory mode to preflight mode, and we get a list of potential problems. Oh, there's some potential low-res images, some RGB elements, and look at that, uses Gen AI. We can see that right here on FlightCheck. And if we click on that, we'll see exactly where it is. There's the standing praying mantis, and that is also that prompt that was used to create this. We can see, just as reported above, that it's not only an RGB, but it's low resolution. And we can also extract this image as used in Photoshop. And we can also edit this image. And we can put some notes here if we wanted. And look at that. Same exact file opened right up in Photoshop, from FlightCheck to Photoshop to the click. And there we can see it, and we can see the various options for that Gen AI created by Firefly from Adobe. Really cool. Now we can make a change to this file. Let's say we wanted to move this down a couple ticks. We close the file, we save it, we go back to FlightCheck. Oop, it's been modified. Yes, check it again. So that's how easy it is in FlightCheck to detect if your Photoshop file is using Gen AI. Same thing for InDesign. Check it out over on markzware.com/products/FlightCheck. Oh, bonus tip. If we go to canva.com, so if we take this same file and we use Markzware's, right now in beta, DesignMarkz, a new Canva app to import Adobe InDesign, Microsoft Publisher, Adobe Illustrator, even an Affinity Publisher coming soon. Up here we can start a new conversion, convert new file. We'll click there, choose file. We'll choose the .psd in question. We'll prepare for conversion. We select the PSD file. We get tips on how to resize if needed. We import all pages. Look at that. You now get your Photoshop file right up in Canva where you can make adjustments, swap out images, etc. Pretty wild. This will be out very soon from Markzware. Join our mailing list to stay up to date. Markzware's FlightCheck turns 30 this year. To celebrate, we're going to give 30% off. Email sales@markzware.com to get your coupon code today to save money on something that's going to save you a ton of money anyway.